Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
A gain of 16.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
The Patriot first down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Number 28, Josh.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
At the 41-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2 yards on the
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
for the running back.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
Gain of 18.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
On 2nd down, Hutchins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Here's Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up third down.
Throwing his Carr on third down. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. They'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brings up second.
From the 41, Watson decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Watson now to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but he'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Patriots 14, Raiders nothing.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morales. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Raiders nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 29-yard line.
To throw his car. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Take over first down.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Watson. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
So if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and throw him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
New England.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
On 2nd down now. Hutchins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Patriot 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In the yard.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
To Dalton.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 8-yard
And with that
line.
completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots continue to roll.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On the 23-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
The
Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 23-17, the final score. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Kenny Golladay up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who was the star of the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
from the 27, Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Derek Carr sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
39-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Watson. From the out route, incomplete. It's Morales. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Raiders, nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down. Carr got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Carr, throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 40.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. On first down, Hutchins. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Watson.
30-yard line.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the gun. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
And the Patriot first down.
Tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hutchins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He's tackled at the 48.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Raiders, nothing.
Vegas offense heading back out there. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics. You know, add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, that's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. And the Bulldog's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Hutchins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Down at the 26.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Hutchins. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, Hutchins. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. New England on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Yeah, this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will wind